Okay guys, I'm here today for the MMA legend Rory MacDonald and Jimmy. And guys, this week Rory is showing an entire instruction all about cage wrestling. And today he's gonna show us here one of his favorite moves. It can be a pretty nasty move, but it can also be not as nasty when you are training and this and that. But I think you guys will see and will enjoy learning. Let's do it.
Yeah. So often we get in a position, if we're in the sparring room or if we're in a fight or even in a street self-defense situation, where our back is on the wall or the cage. So a lot of the times our opponents are in this double leg position. So his arms are around our legs, both legs, and we're gonna get into this defensive position. So we've grabbed a near side overhook, and he's kind of like trying to pull our legs together and sit us down, but we're like sprawling out like this, and our weight's against the cage. So we got our overhook tight, we're trying to pull him up here. But what we're gonna do as a counter to his offense here, he's trying to take us down and we're just defending. We got a nice counter here when he's in this position. So we got him bent over, his posture is broken at this point, okay? If his head is up like this, it's gonna be a little bit harder, but we could swim our hands in the inside and we can use our forearm to break him down and push his head. So what we're gonna wanna do is get his head between our legs. Okay, so if he's in tight on us and his posture's up, we can just swim our hands in and fish our forearm and pry his head down as we push our weight and we kick this defending leg back down so our hips are heavy, okay? So his head is down, we're gonna take the back of his head and we're gonna push it in the center of our legs. Some wrestlers might think like, oh, great, I have his legs, he could start, sitting through with different takedowns if he brings his knee in and bringing his head between us and like lifting us over. But before he gets the chance, right away when we bring this head down, we're fishing this overhook across his waist like this. And right away, we're gonna wrap up a nice tight grip here. You could go wrist to wrist, or we could go palm to palm here. Wrist to wrist is good because it's a shorter lever, so you're sucking in more space, and we could bring that in tighter to our body. So we have a nice waist lock here, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna step in with our both feet here. So we're gonna step in and in. Now we're in like this deadlift position, okay? Where we have all our leg power and our hips to bring our opponent in. So at this point, when we step in, he's gonna realize that he's in a lot of trouble. So we step in, we lift, and we have him in this tombstone position. You can be pretty nasty with this. You can lift him directly up and bring him down onto his head. I don't recommend doing this to any training partners or even in competition. It's just not cool. We don't want to hurt people who are competing against. In a street self-defense, if it's, depending on the situation, someone's trying to rape you, definitely do this. But if it's just a schoolyard fight, maybe think twice, because this is like super dangerous to slam someone on their head. But what we can do with our training partners to be nice and still get that counter reversal is just bring them off to the side, like so. Okay. We have a lot of options here. If we're into jiu-jitsu, we have nice armbar setups here that we can get into. If we're into just top control, we could get this underhook and start cutting over into looking at trapping the arms, eye position, side control, things like that. In this instruction, we're going to go over all kinds of aspects of fighting off the cage. When our back's on the ground, how to keep guys there, how to keep them from crawling back up the cage. You're going to be able to get a sense of how to fight off the cage defensively and offensively in this instructional.
Yeah, no, Rory, I love it because I think the cage is such like an important part of MMA in general, right? And I think it's not enough just to be good with strike and good with grappling. You gotta know how to use this, right? So like, it's great that you're covering everything and giving it to the learners there. But anyways, so guys, Rory shot an entire structure this week, all about that, all about the cage wrestling, and it's gonna be at BJJ Fanatics and Dynamic Striking. So maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So make sure to check that out. And thanks so much, Rory.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dimi.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.